was crowded on a Tuesday morn. I turned around too fast and bumped into your arm. Dark roast was dripping down onto your clean white sleeve. My face turned red, I started to apologize, but then I caught the laughter shining in your eyes. Suddenly the room was glowing bright. A clumsy little moment turned into the light. I forgot about the mess upon the floor. Now I only wanna know you more and more. You shook it off and said it didn't hurt a bit. We grabbed some napkins and we found a place to sit. The minutes flew like hours while we spoke. Simple accidents can paint a brand new start, drawing lines of hope across a lonely heart. Suddenly the room was glowing bright. A clumsy little moment turned into the light. I forgot about the mess upon the floor. Now I only wanna know you more and more. The sky was heavy with a sudden summer rain. I stood beneath the awning of a subway train. You walked right up with a bright shelter in your hand. You asked if I would like to share the dry space. A gentle smile spreading on your kind face. Walking side by side in the pouring storm, keeping dry together, keeping safe and warm. Underneath that canopy we made our way, wishing that the weather stayed like this all day. We talked of childhood books and places we had been. Splash of puddles singing like a violin. Our shoulders brushed as we turned down the avenue. Sometimes the cloudiest of days can bring the sweetest melody that you will ever sing. Walking side by side in the pouring storm, keeping dry together, keeping safe and warm. Underneath that canopy we made our way, wishing that the weather stayed like this all day. Sand on my shoes and the salt in the air. Walking the boardwalk without any care. You were sitting on a bench with a map in your hand, looking lost but laughing at the ocean view. I took a breath and walked right up to you. Wave after wave rolling onto the shore, finding a spark I had never felt before. Soft salty wind blowing through your hair, knowing that a beautiful story started there. We spent the hours pointing out the distant ships, eating cotton candy with sticky fingertips. The sun began to dip beneath the blue. The tide might come and go with the day, but this sweet feeling is here to stay. Wave after wave rolling onto the shore, finding a spark I had never felt before. Soft salty wind blowing through your hair, knowing that a beautiful story started there. Dust motes dancing in the quiet afternoon, looking for a novel that would end too soon. I reach my hand out to the top wooden shelf. At the very same moment your fingers touched the spine. Our eyes met and I forgot my next line. Finding a chapter that we didn't plan, written in the touch of a gentle hand, turning the pages of a brand new theme, whispering together in a waking dream. We talked for hours in the corner of the shop, hoping that the ticking clock would somehow stop, sharing all the stories that we love the best. The greatest adventures aren't in the books we read, it's the unexpected paths to where they lead. Finding a chapter that we didn't plan, written in the touch of a gentle hand, turning the pages of a brand new theme, whispering together in a waking dream. The party downstairs was a little too loud. We both escaped the chatter and the heavy crowd. Up on the roof where the night air was cool, you pointed up to find the silver Big Dipper, sip of cider tasting a little bit sweeter, under the dome of the midnight sky, watching the satellites drifting on high, finding a quiet space to share our hearts, right where this magic universe starts. We spoke of dreams we kept hidden in our chest, times when we struggled and times we felt blessed. The city lights twinkled like jewels far below. Far from the noise of the rushing street, the quietest moments are the most sweet. Under the dome of the midnight sky, watching the satellites drifting on high, finding a quiet space to share our hearts, right where this magic universe starts. Clicker wheels upon the metal track, traveling light with a pack on my back. The carriage was empty except for you and me. You offered half your chocolate bar and grinned as the morning shadows outside began to bend. Riding through the dawn as the sun starts to rise, seeing the world through your beautiful eyes. Stations flying past in a golden blur, knowing my heart is safe right where we are. We talked about the places we were heading to, discovering how much we had in common too. The sleepy town was waking up outside the glass. Sometimes a journey is better than the end, when a stranger suddenly becomes a friend. Riding through the dawn as the sun starts to rise, seeing the world through your beautiful eyes. Stations flying past in a golden blur, knowing my heart is safe right where we are. Orchids hanging down in shades of pink and white, glass ceiling filtering the afternoon light. I was taking photos of a fern on the wall. You stepped in the frame with a watering can, asking if I needed a guiding hand. Blooming like a flower in the warm spring air, feeling a connection that is rich and rare. Surrounded by the green and the sweet perfume, watching a beautiful feeling start to bloom. We wandered past the roses and the ivy vine, finding our steps falling into perfect time. You told me the names of the ancient trees, hidden in the middle of the concrete gray. We found our own tropical getaway, blooming like a flower in the warm spring air, feeling a connection that is rich and rare. Surrounded by the green and the sweet perfume, watching a beautiful feeling start to bloom. Flipping through the sleeves of 75s, looking for the rhythm that revives our lives. You were holding a classic with a dusty sleeve. You asked if I had heard the B-side track, humming the melody to bring it back. Spinning on a turntable of pure delight, finding the song that fits the night. A perfect harmony we didn't have to rehearse. Two matching voices in a single verse. We talked about the concerts that we wished we'd seen, playing air guitar like we were 17. The shopkeeper smiled as we hummed along. Some melodies are written in the stars above, singing the very first notes of love. Spinning on a turntable of pure delight, finding the song that fits the night. A perfect harmony we didn't have to rehearse. Two matching voices in a single verse. Sitting on a bench beneath the maple tree, watching the people as busy as bees. A folded piece of paper came drifting through the air. It landed softly right upon my knee. I looked up to see you waving at me, catching a message on a summer breeze, sailing so high over the green trees. A simple white wing made of notebook sheet, bringing two souls who were meant to meet. You ran on over with a guilty laugh, saying your throwing skills were only half. We sat down together and we folded some more. It doesn't take wings of metal and steel to carry the weight of the joy that we feel. Catching a message on a summer breeze, sailing so high over the green trees. A simple white wing made of notebook sheet, bringing two souls who were meant to meet. Sugar on the counter, butter in the bowl, trying to keep the kitchen under our control. You got a speck of flour right on your nose. I laughed out loud and you reached for the spoon, singing along to a silly radio tune. Sweet cinnamon warming up the cozy room, chasing away any shadow of gloom. Hand in hand while the oven gets hot, happy with the little moments that we got. We licked the spatula and waited for the timer bell, breathing in the rich and delicious smell, sitting on the floor of the kitchen tiles. The simplest recipe is easy to make, just a little sweetness and a love we bake. Sweet cinnamon warming up the cozy room, chasing away any shadow of gloom. Hand in hand while the oven gets hot, happy with the little moments that we got. Running through the grass on a bright sunny day, my crazy pup wanted to run and play. He dashed toward a golden with a friendly bark. Before I could stop him, the leashes were bound, twisting us together on the muddy ground. Wrapped in a knot of tangled nylon cord, finding a treasure I could never afford. Laughing out loud as we tried to untie, under the blue of the afternoon sky. Help me up with a comforting hand, shaking off the dirt and the yellow sand. Our happy dogs ran circles around our feet, a chaotic spin in the middle of the park left our two hearts with a glowing spark. Wrapped in a knot of tangled nylon cord, finding a treasure I could never afford. Laughing out loud as we tried to untie, under the blue of the afternoon sky. White walls and frames in a silent hall, staring at a splash of blue upon the wall, trying to figure what the artist meant to say. You whispered softly from right by my side, offering a theory with a sense of pride, painting a picture with the words we share, finding a beauty that is raw and rare. Colors of emotion starting to blend, hope in this gallery walk won't end. We moved to the sculptures of marble and clay, discussing our dreams in a quiet way. The afternoon shadows began to grow long, in a room full of masterpieces on display. You were the work that took my breath away, painting a picture with the words we share, finding a beauty that is raw and rare, colors of emotion starting to blend, hoping this gallery walk won't end. Tables of trinkets and old brass keys, searching through memories under the trees. I found an antique watch that wouldn't tick. You bartered with the seller to lower the cost, making sure the beautiful piece wasn't lost. Finding gold in a pile of old things, seeing the joy that a simple day brings, walking the aisles with our hands close together, hoping this bright morning lasts forever. Bought some old postcards from '94, wondering who they were written for, laughing at the vintage hats we tried on. The treasures we find aren't made of silver or gold, it's the sweet connection that we hold. Finding gold in a pile of old things, seeing the joy that a simple day brings, walking the aisles with our hands close together, hoping this bright morning lasts forever. Pedaling slow as the river flows by, under the orange and violet sky. Your bicycle bell made a ringing sound. You raced ahead and turned to look back, guiding my path on the dusty track, chasing the sunset along the water's edge, making a silent and beautiful pledge, riding together in the cool evening air, finding a happiness we want to share. We stopped at the bridge to watch the lights ignite, transforming the city for the coming night. Our bikes leaned together against the stone wall. Every mile we travel side by side feels like a warm and wonderful ride, chasing the sunset along the water's edge, making a silent and beautiful pledge, riding together in the cool evening air, finding a happiness was perfect in the concrete hall. Sitting on the steps by the yellow wall, I was practicing a tune that I wrote last week. You opened the heavy door and listened close, offering a flower you had found, a single rose. Singing together where the echoes ring, feeling the comfort that the music can bring. A simple melody bouncing off the stone, knowing I don't have to sing all alone. We harmonized sweet on the very last chord, feeling a peace that we couldn't ignore. The sound stayed alive in the quiet space. When voices combine in a natural blend, every sad song comes to an end. Singing together where the echoes ring, feeling the comfort that the music can bring. A simple melody bouncing off the stone, knowing I don't have to sing all alone. The cafe was crowded on a Tuesday morn. I turned around too fast and bumped into your arm. Dark roast was dripping down onto your clean white sleeve. My face turned red, I started to apologize, but then I caught the laughter shining in your eyes. Suddenly the room was glowing bright. A clumsy little moment turned into the light. I forgot about the mess upon the floor. Now I only wanna know you more and more. You shook it off and said it didn't hurt a bit. We grabbed some napkins and we found a place to sit. The minutes flew like hours while we spoke. Simple accidents can paint a brand new start, drawing lines of hope across a lonely heart. Suddenly the room was glowing bright. A clumsy little moment turned into the light. I forgot about the mess upon the floor. Now I only wanna know you more and more. The sky was heavy with a sudden summer rain. I stood beneath the awning of a subway train. You walked right up with a bright shelter in your hand. asked if I would like to share the dry space, a gentle smile spreading on your kind face. Walking side by side in the pouring storm, keeping dry together, keeping safe and warm. Underneath that canopy we made our way, wishing that the weather stayed like this all day. We talked of childhood books and places we had been, splash of puddles singing like a violin. Our shoulders brushed as we turned down the avenue. Sometimes the cloudiest of days can bring the sweetest melody that you will ever sing. Walking side by side in the pouring storm, keeping dry together, keeping safe and warm. Underneath that canopy we made our way, wishing that the weather stayed like this all day. Sand on my shoes and the salt in the air, walking the boardwalk without any care. You were sitting on a bench with a map in your hand, looking lost but laughing at the ocean view. I took a breath and walked right up to you. Wave after wave rolling onto the shore, finding a spark I had never felt before. Soft, salty wind blowing through your hair, knowing that a beautiful story started there. We spent the hours pointing out the distant ships, eating cotton candy with sticky fingertips. The sun began to dip beneath the blue. The tide might come and go with the day, but this sweet feeling is here to stay. Wave after wave rolling onto the shore, finding a spark I had never felt before. Soft, salty wind blowing through your hair, knowing that a beautiful story started there. Dust motes dancing in the quiet afternoon, looking for a novel that would end too soon. I reach my hand out to the top wooden shelf. At the very same moment your fingers touched the spine. Our eyes met and I forgot my next line, finding a chapter that we didn't plan, written in the touch of a gentle hand, turning the pages of a brand new theme, whispering together in a waking dream. We talked for hours in the corner of the shop, hoping that the ticking clock would somehow stop sharing all the stories that we love the best. The greatest adventures aren't in the books we read. It's the unexpected paths to where they lead. Finding a chapter that we didn't plan, written in the touch of a gentle hand. Turning the pages of a brand new theme, whispering together in a waking dream. The party downstairs was a little too loud. We both escaped the chatter and the heavy crowd. Up on the roof where the night air was cool, you pointed up to find the silver Big Dipper. Sip of cider tasting a little bit sweeter under the dome of the midnight sky, watching the satellites drifting on high, finding a quiet space to share our hearts, right where this magic universe starts. We spoke of dreams we kept hidden in our chest, times when we struggled and times we felt blessed. The city lights twinkled like jewels far below, far from the noise of the rushing street. The quietest moments are the most sweet, under the dome of the midnight sky, watching the satellites drifting on high, finding a quiet space to share our hearts, right where this magic universe starts. Click of wheels upon the metal track, traveling light with a pack on my back. The carriage was empty except for you and me. You offered half your chocolate bar and grinned as the morning shadows outside began to bend. Riding through the dawn as the sun starts to rise, seeing the world through your beautiful eyes. Stations flying past in a golden blur, knowing my heart is safe, right where we are. We talked about the places we were heading to, discovering how much we had in common too. The sleepy town was waking up outside the glass. Sometimes a journey is better than the end, when a stranger suddenly becomes a friend. Riding through the dawn as the sun starts to rise, seeing the world through your beautiful eyes. Stations flying past in a golden blur, knowing my heart is safe, right where we are. orchids hanging down in shades of pink and white, glass ceiling filtering the afternoon light. I was taking photos of a fern on the wall. You stepped in the frame with a watering can, asking if I needed a guiding hand. Blooming like a flower in the warm spring air, feeling a connection that is rich and rare. Surrounded by the green and the sweet perfume, watching a beautiful feeling start to bloom. We wandered past the roses and the ivy vine, finding our steps falling into perfect time. You told me the names of the ancient trees, hidden in the middle of the concrete gray. We found our own tropical getaway, blooming like a flower in the warm spring air, feeling a connection that is rich and rare. Surrounded by the green and the sweet perfume, watching a beautiful feeling start to bloom. Flipping through the sleeves of 75s, looking for the rhythm that revives our lives. You were holding a classic with a dusty sleeve. You asked if I had heard the B-side track, humming the melody to bring it back, spinning on a turntable of pure delight, finding the song that fits the night. A perfect harmony we didn't have to rehearse, two matching voices in a single verse. We talked about the concerts that we wished we'd seen, playing air guitar like we were 17. The shopkeeper smiled as we hummed along. Some melodies are written in the stars above, singing the very first notes of love. Spinning on a turntable of pure delight, finding the song that fits the night. A perfect harmony we didn't have to rehearse, two matching voices in a single verse. Sitting on a bench beneath the maple tree, watching the people as busy as bees. A folded piece of paper came drifting through the air. It landed softly right upon my knee. I looked up to see you waving at me, catching a message on a summer breeze, sailing so high over the green trees. A simple white wing made of notebook sheet, bringing two souls who were meant to meet. guilty laugh, saying your throwing skills were only half. We sat down together and we folded some more. It doesn't take wings of metal and steel to carry the weight of the joy that we feel. Catching a message on a summer breeze, sailing so high over the green trees. A simple white wing made of notebook sheet, bringing two souls who were meant to meet. Sugar on the counter, butter in the bowl, trying to keep the kitchen under our control. You got a speck of flour right on your nose. I laughed out loud and you reached for the spoon, singing along to a silly radio tune. Sweet cinnamon warming up the cozy room, chasing away any shadow of gloom. Hand in hand while the oven gets hot, happy with the little moments that we got. We licked the spatula and waited for the timer bell, breathing in the rich and delicious smell, sitting on the floor of the kitchen tiles. The simplest recipe is easy to make, just a little sweetness and a love we bake. Sweet cinnamon warming up the cozy room, chasing away any shadow of gloom. Hand in hand while the oven gets hot, happy with the little moments that we got. Running through the grass on a bright sunny day, my crazy pup wanted to run and play. He dashed toward a golden with a friendly bark. Before I could stop him, the leashes were bound, twisting us together on the muddy ground. Wrapped in a knot of tangled nylon cord, finding a treasure I could never afford. Laughing out loud as we tried to untie, under the blue of the afternoon sky. Help me up with a comforting hand, shaking off the dirt and the yellow sand. Our happy dogs ran circles around our feet. A chaotic spin in the middle of the park left our two hearts with a glowing spark. Wrapped in a knot of tangled nylon cord, finding a treasure I could never afford. Laughing out loud as we tried to untie, under the afternoon sky. White walls and frames in a silent hall, staring at a splash of blue upon the wall, trying to figure what the artist meant to say. You whispered softly from right by my side, offering a theory with a sense of pride, painting a picture with the words we share, finding a beauty that is raw and rare, colors of emotion starting to blend, hope in this gallery walk won't end. To the sculptures of marble and clay, discussing our dreams in a quiet way. The afternoon shadows began to grow long, in a room full of masterpieces on display. You were the work that took my breath away, painting a picture with the words we share, finding a beauty that is raw and rare, colors of emotion starting to blend, hoping this gallery walk won't end. Tables of trinkets and old brass keys, searching through memories under the trees. I found an antique watch that wouldn't tick. You bartered with the seller to lower the cost, making sure the beautiful piece wasn't lost. Finding gold in a pile of old things, seeing the joy that a simple day brings, walking the aisles with our hands close together, hoping this bright morning lasts forever. Bought some old postcards from '94, wondering who they were written for, laughing at the vintage hats we tried on. The treasures we find aren't made of silver or gold, it's the sweet connection that we hold. Finding gold in a pile of old things, seeing the joy that a simple day brings, walking the aisles with our hands close together, hoping this bright morning lasts forever. the river flows by, under the orange and violet sky. Your bicycle bell made a ringing sound. You raced ahead and turned to look back, guiding my path on the dusty track, chasing the sunset along the water's edge, making a silent and beautiful pledge, riding together in the cool evening air, finding the happiness we wanna share. We stopped at the bridge to watch the lights ignite, transforming the city for the coming night. Our bikes leaned together against the stone wall. Every mile we travel side by side feels like a warm and wonderful ride, chasing the sunset along the water's edge, making a silent and beautiful pledge, riding together in the cool evening air, finding the happiness we wanna share. The echo's perfect in the concrete hall, sitting on the steps by the yellow wall. I was practicing a tune that I wrote last week. You opened the heavy door and listened close, offering a flower you had found, a single rose. Singing together where the echoes ring, feeling the comfort that the music can bring. A simple melody bouncing off the stone, knowing I don't have to sing all alone. Harmonize sweet on the very last chord, feeling a peace that we couldn't ignore. The sound stayed alive in the quiet space. When voices combine in a natural blend, every sad song comes to an end. Singing together where the echoes ring, feeling the comfort that